So this is my first and only solo Billboard magazine cover. As you can see on it, it says Class Act, DJ Drama's first interview since his muddled mixtape arrest. And then they have me on a chalkboard saying, I will not sell your music. Which, looking back on it, I feel like they were trying to play me a little bit, but it's all good.
Cannon and Tyree Simmons, known as DJ Drama, are accused of bootlegging thousands of CDs for sale on the internet. Fulton County SWAT team and officers from Clayton County raided DJ Drama's Gangsta Grill's recording studio last night.
The backstory is January 17th, 2007, I had gotten raided and arrested under the RICO law for bootlegging and racketeering. My studio was raided. They came in with M16s, with helicopters, with the whole gambit, as if I was some type of crime boss, and ran in my studio, put myself and Cannon under arrest. You know, we had probably 14, 15 staff members and interns at the time. You know, they tore the studio apart and asked where the drugs and the guns were, and they didn't find anything but some mixtapes. They confiscated all the mixtapes, told me that, you know, the law that I broke was the true name law, which is a law that basically states if you sell music, you're supposed to include an address on the back of the CD or whatever physical form you're selling music at the time. The way mixtapes were, we would have covers, and then we would have inserts, and then there would be a CD, and then the back would be a black case. So technically, there was no back case for me to have an address. So by law, they said technically I broke the law. Under the RICO, you know, they freeze all your assets. So they took my bank account, which had 6 figures in it at the time, and they wiped me clean. But also the next day, Atlantic Records, who I was signed to, called me once I got out of jail and was like, oh my God, we can't pay for this type of publicity. How fast can you put an album out? You know, so they literally kind of made me more famous than I had already been and put me in the history books faster than I was already on my way to. And you know, at the time, it could have been the end of my story or end of my career, and it could have been like, damn, remember that guy DJ Drama who was on the top of the world and he was the mixtape king, and then he got raided and then it was over. But you know, I'm such a student of the game and such a like cut from the cloth that I knew that all of the greats get hit with some type of adversity at times. About a year before this, Billboard had reached out to me to do an event for them. And I said, well, I'll do the event for you, but you gotta give me a cover on Billboard. And they said, we don't put DJs on covers of Billboard, like, that's funny, Drama. A year later, they came to me and said, if you give us the exclusive, we'll put you on the cover.